The debt to GDP is almost 60% now, 62%. The Prime Minister never even know the latest numbers.
Loyal viewers and subscribers, bless up, give thanks for life, give thanks for your continued support. New viewers, forward to the avenue, don't forget to watch the videos, like, comment and share, subscribe to the channel. Well, today on the avenue, we will be looking at Colin and Ralston Hyman and Portland Spice TV explaining the 3.5 that markgolding proposed. And in this one, you will hear Ralston breaking it down, my people, and explain it in clarity of economical terms. So let's get into it and hear what they got to say. And in the meantime, leave your thoughts and views in the comment section and let us have that discussion. Thank you very much. Let's get into it.
Me no in this. When you're born somewhere, me not in this giving up the citizenship. You see, like markgolding whenever born there, you can't give up that. Hold on, because I don't know if markgolding can get it back because markgolding father is not alive anymore to help him to get it back. So that's a different thing when you're born somewhere, brother. Nobody can question your citizenship of a country that you are born in. That is without question. Nobody can question that. Are they you're born, your neighbor? You understand? Raleigh, morning.
Morning.
No, Raleigh, some of these things we go through them already, but people are always listening whenever hear. I want to play about this clip here from markgolding and you explain it to the people for me because a lot of people don't understand it. When markgolding I say, oh, we can fund this 3.5 million. Let me just play the clip again. I played it already. Here it goes. Let me just play about this clip.
And most fundamentally, the issue really is the fact that we are coming to the end of the period of austerity, the period where Jamaica has been for 13 and a half years, steadfastly paying down debt. So the debt to GDP ratio, which we inherited at 147% of GDP at the beginning of 2012, is now, in this fiscal year, projected to achieve the target of 60% of GDP. Once that happens, we no longer have to reduce debt as a priority. We just have to maintain that debt profile. That will release resources of 2.5% to 3% of GDP, which is close to $90 billion of additional resources, which no longer have to be part of your primary surplus target. So we will be able to fund our program quite comfortably come April next year when the fiscal year starts.
Yeah, Raleigh, explain that to the people of the world for me.
All right. One of the reasons why we have to change the government is that the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister don't know nothing about finance and them don't know nothing about economics. All right. We could go back to that. Now, having said that, Peter Phillips, Portia Simpson, me, Richard Biles, and the rest of the people from EPOC, what we had agreed to is that a primary surplus is simply the amount of money we put aside to service the debt. When the debt is high, we have to have a high primary surplus. So we have to use most of the revenues to service the debt and can fix up the infrastructure and pay the people in. It became worse because Nigel Clark used to pay the debt faster than all we need to pay it, so we'd have less money to deal with them thing there. The debt to GDP is almost 60% now, 62%. The Prime Minister never even know the latest numbers. GDP and the total value of everything we have produced is projected at $3.482 trillion this year. $1 trillion is $1,000 billion. So a 1%, when we get the debt to GDP down from 62.5, it means that we can use $90 billion less in the primary surplus to service the debt. Yeah, so when we reach 60%, we don't have to go no further. We can just keep it at 60% because that is what we did agree to. So more of the money we collect now, we can use it to pay the public servants them, raise the threshold, fix the road them, fix the hospital them, and all of them things. That is simply what I'm saying.
So,
and same thing will cost $52 billion because it is $15 billion per $1 million. So 3.5% is $52 billion. I could get them again. It is $15 billion per 1 million listed of the threshold. Right?
Yeah.
15 trees are 45 and 500,000 are 7 billion. So it costs between $52 and $60 billion.
That are the PNP plan.
Yeah, and we have like 90 billion to play with when we reduce the primary surplus to 60% of GDP, which is where them say to go at the end of this fiscal year. For them own figures from them own technocrat, Wayne Henry and the fiscal commissioner, Courtney Williams.
So our Prime Minister Andrew Holness never know that. Come at the debate.
That I said the man completely out of touch, just like the finance minister. That is why I have to get rid of them. We can't have people out of touch around the country in them time.
Hold on, Raleigh. Hold on. People, listen to this. Listen to this.
There is a song which says, when the rum tells you you're a big dancer. I don't know what the leader of the opposition was drinking. Firstly, the debt to GDP for this fiscal year is not projected to be 60%. It is projected to be 65% thereabouts. If the leader...
Isn't that the most embarrassing part of the debate, Raleigh?
Yeah, because I'm not telling a lie, I don't know the figures, because Wayne Henry in PR Technocrat published that from last week. We have that from my desk.
Hold on.
And Courtney Williams, the fiscal commissioner, published it the day before the debate.
So hold on, you're
saying... Prime Minister asleep, I'm not telling a lie.
So you're saying Wayne Henry put that out from last week, and Wayne Henry figure the Prime Minister love?
Yeah, Director General of the Institute of Jamaica was the Prime Minister's favorite technocrat.
So he put it out from last week, and then the commissioner of the fiscal commission.
I'm going to explain to the people. The fiscal commissioner, the man who succeeded we as the members of the EPOC, Economic Program Oversight Committee.
So he put in this body here.
Yep.
And the commissioner on Wednesday said GDP is at 62.5%.
Precisely. And it is projected to reach 60% by the end of the fiscal year, and the Prime Minister never know that I'm coming out of the day. So you have the money around the country. Man.
And the fiscal year ends April.
Yep, March 31.
March 31 of next year.
Yeah, man.
And when markgolding said him say markgolding a drink rum.
Yep.
Is he drinking the rum?
Maybe I might drink rum. You know, because you can't run the country and you know them something. Your own people and put it out and you don't know it. Your own technocrat and your own fiscal commission put them out and you don't know them something. You know, to say man I done so I might drink rum or something, I might tell lie. One out of the three, I done I might drink rum, I might tell lie. Yeah.
All right, Raleigh. Nobody in the debate asked how the GLP was going to fund their 10%.
Precisely, which is kind of strange. I tell you about the bias of the analyst community. Yeah, it's kind of strange. And even the private sector, nobody asks them how they are fund for them things. Yeah.
But you say, and the person who asked the question in the financial debate, economical debate, said it's going to cost $130 billion.
Yeah, because you know just like me, because we are the business editors that are tracking the figures. Al Edwards is a good business editor. Oliver Clark bring him down from England to run the financial clean a couple of years ago. He used to run Observer Business and them things. So he know where I go on.
Also, it's a figures man.
Yep, just like me. I'm going to tell you how we calculate it.
Yeah.
Income taxes are projected at $339.5 billion this year. That's 36% of government revenues. The tax rate is 25%. So if you divide 139.5 by 25, which is the tax rate, it tells you that a 1 percentage point drop in the tax rate will give us $13.58 billion. Now, if you multiply that by 10, you will see how much it will cost to bring it down from 25% to 15%.
Hold on,
that's over $135 billion.
Run that back again. You say you divide what by 25?
The $339.5 billion. That's the amount of money that them projected. Nigel Clark, before I believe, project to collect for tax revenues this year.
So the people who are paying income tax now at 25%. The amount of money.
$339.5 billion.
That's what the country going to collect from it. So
yeah,
if you're giving up, if you're going to change that now to say that, I'm now going to collect 25% from you again, I'm going to collect 15%.
Precisely.
It work out to $139 billion.
$135 billion, yeah, give up.
$135 billion.
Yep.
So if the same figures that markgolding is quoting now, that the debt to GDP going to go down, we're going to have $90 billion to play with.
Yeah, man. They're going short. They're going to be short.
So there's going to be a shortfall of $45 billion.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And nobody now asks them, well, they didn't even ask them how they're going to fund it.
That's right, because a built-in bias is a part of Dunces and a built-in bias, because some of them don't know. And the one them who know, them bias.
See it, your people.
But part of the problem with this country now, you have a whole lot of people who are talking about things that they don't know nothing about, you know. A whole lot of uninformed commentary, and then the poor people and believe them.
Yes. Because, and then people believe what they want to hear in a rally.
Yeah, man. True.
Ask Rally how much money Andrew government has taken from the transportation in tickets. How much money did the government get from
They
tickets?
project $1 billion this year. Last year, 600 million. This year, they project a 40% increase to $1 billion.
That's why they raised the ticketing thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So they're going to take $1 billion. Rally, somebody had asked Thursday night, the PNP plan versus the GLP plan, what effect would that have on inflation?
Well, what happened is that the plan that the opposition put out, what that would do is to raise the amount of money that the doctors, teachers, nurses, and the middle class people them have to spend.
Right.
Which will lead to greater economic activity and growth once we put in place the strategies for reduce energy, drive small businesses, and then something. You follow what I said to you?
Yes.
Yep. The one for their thing now, their thing will be more inflationary and to have maintained the same thing we'll have. Where few people are get rich while the majority of the people poor. So it's not hold back the economy.
And I heard an analyst saying that when rich people get more money in their pocket, they don't really spend it.
Them don't spend it. That's the next thing we want to make you understand. In our economics, we call it propensity to consume. So poor people have a high marginal propensity to consume. Simply translated, poor people have to spend more of the money for the purchases of goods and services, send them people to school and everything. Rich people don't rich already, so the more money them get, them save it.
Let me see if I can explain it a simpler way. Poor people like we always have more things that we want to do and we want to buy.
Yeah, because the rich have all of them have already.
The rich man buy all of them want to buy. No. So when you give more money, it's more money if he save.
Him just save it.
Cause I never like him. I never like him to short or nothing. I don't like we couldn't did buy the clocks. So we get the money now we buy the clocks. I don't like we couldn't did buy lobster and $3,000 fish. So we get the money now we are carry out the family and treat them because we couldn't did do it.
Yeah, man. Rich man fridge full of food already. He have 3 car, he have swimming pool, and them things. So we give more money. He must say me I got Miami for vacation, I got Greece for vacation. That now come back to the Jamaican economy.
Me I go on a 14 days cruise.
Yeah, man. So I must save the rest for the next generation. So then they'll come back to the economy and give the stimulus what the economy needs. That is why the man them say we're gonna deal with it so that the doctor then can have more money to spend, the teacher then can have more money to spend, the young people at the university can have more money to spend to buy them house and buy them car and them things. Them things we're down to the benefit of the economy.
Thank you, Raleigh.
There's not a fly-by-night thing. That's where we're based on fundamental economic principles. But them things are just some little fly-by-night something to buy vote. You get what I said to you?
So Fieval told us that it's going to cost $25 billion. How could you and what the brethren name who asked the question, Raleigh, what name again?
Alan Rhodes.
How you all get it so wrong?
Because we are follow the numbers them and we have the numbers them. She not have no numbers are the same as Julian tell her the same kind of pro box mathematics.
Raleigh,
so
thank you.
If you not vote for nothing else, you can't have that Minister of Finance down at the Ministry of Finance because she not have a clue. Because all them things I want to tell about come out of the same budget publication where the Ministry of Finance people prepare. So
because
this on the job.
Go ahead.
She's not on the job. Similarly, the thing about debt to GDP, Wayne Henry publish it and Courtney Williams publish it and the Prime Minister know. That means I'm not on the work.
So, Raleigh, this same thing where markgolding talk about, this thing here.
And most fundamentally, the issue really is the fact that we are coming to the end of the period of austerity, the period where Jamaica has been for 13 and a half years, steadfastly paying down debt. So that the debt to GDP ratio, which we inherited at 147% of GDP at the beginning of 2012, is now, in this fiscal year, projected to achieve the target of 60% of GDP. Once that happens, we no longer have to reduce debt as a priority. We just have to maintain that debt profile. That will release resources of 2.5% to 3% of GDP, which is close to $90 billion of additional resources, which no longer have to be part of your primary surplus target. So we will be able to fund our program quite comfortably come April next year, when the fiscal year starts.
All of that Mark Golding said a while ago is in their documents, the government documents.
It's in the government documents, the revenue statements, the fiscal policy paper, the expenditure paper, all of the paper that Nigel Clark put out before him leave. It's in all of them paper there. It's in the IMF paper, it's in the World Bank paper, it's in the IDB paper, it's in the Bank of Jamaica paper, it's in the Planning Institute of Jamaica paper. They're not on the job or them lying to the people, one out of the two, which means we need to get rid of them.
Is it the reason why they are so attacking the 3.5 because it is a big thing and they think this might cost them the election?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just like how dear 1.5 cost the PNP the election in 2016 because we were on the same trajectory, stabilizing the economy, and then them tell the people them say the 1.5 will grow the economy by 5 and 4. But rather than do that, Nigel Clark continue the same strategy of paying down the debt faster than programmed for, and that is why they never get 5 and 4.
So that's why they missed the growth target because they weren't trying to grow the economy.
Yeah, man. Yep.
It was about paying down the debt for Nigel to look good to get a job at the IMF.
Precisely. So they continue the same trajectory.
Using the country's resource for personal reasons.
Yep. What Mark is doing now is changing the trajectory. So we're doing enough of that now. We're almost reached 60%. A time for the people to get some food. Growth has to be the priority now, not debt servicing, because we hit the target basically.
So we just pay what we need to pay on our debt and move forward.
Maintain the 60%, yeah, and just move forward.
Raleigh, thanks for the...
As you go forward, the 60% gets smaller and smaller because the bigger the size of the economy, and the less the debt will be as a percentage of the economy. So if you concentrate on growth now and move GDP to $5 trillion, debt gone down to 35% and 40%. You follow me? Yeah, you get stronger. So when you get stronger, you can carry more weight, you know.
Of course. One final thing before you go, Raleigh, because, and we talked about this the other night, the Prime Minister said that they cut the debt in half. And I am not assuming what the Prime Minister mean or what he wanted to say. I am dealing with what the Prime Minister said. Hold on, I want to find it. Here it is. Here it is.
As I lead on your behalf, has cut the debt in half.
Hold on.
The administration that I lead on your behalf has cut the debt in half.
Ralston, just explain to my listeners and my viewers before you go. The man saying cut the debt in half. Is that true?
No, that's not true. And again, it shows the confusion about the economy. The debt to GDP, or the debt as a percentage of the value of the economy, has been cut in half. But the debt itself is higher than in 2016. The debt is $2.3 trillion. $1 trillion is $1,000 billion. So you have to have a 1,000 billion to have a trillion. So the debt is 2.3 trillion coming from 2 trillion, but the debt to GDP ratio is cut by half.
Thank you very much, my brother. Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, man.
You see, my people, let me tell you something. You have people who are trying to con people. And the Prime Minister, Ralston said 3 things. Is either drunk, dunce, or telling lies. The debt is higher than where it was in 2016. The debt to GDP now, the debt to the gross domestic product, that has been cut in half. So the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, we have to hold him based on what him say. Based on what he said.
Honorable people, that's all for now on the Avenue. New viewers, welcome forward to the Avenue. Don't forget to watch the videos, like and share, comment and subscribe. That's all for now, my people. Catch you in the next one. Thank you very much.